going to begin today with a quote. Laws that forbid the carrying of arms disarm only those who are neither inclined nor determined to commit crimes. Such laws make things worse for the assaulted and better for the assailants. They serve rather to encourage than to prevent homicides, for an unarmed man may be attacked with greater confidence than an armed man. Thomas Jefferson. This here is a map of the states that do issue concealed pistol license, also known as a CCW, but it is actually a CPL. Michigan, as you can see there, does issue them. The lighter colored states are known as shall issue states, which means you don't have to have a specific reason to have one. If you pass all the background checks and take the appropriate classes, you'll be issued one. States like California, you have to have a specific reason, like you transport money or have had a violent offense committed on you in the past. And they're known as may issue states. To be eligible, you must be 21 years of age. That's the legal age to purchase a handgun. Be a United States citizen and have been a citizen in the state you're applying in for at least 6 months prior to the application. Absolutely no felonies. Felons cannot purchase firearms, so there's really no need for one. And there's even some misdemeanors that disqualify you from being eligible. This is a list of misdemeanors. Don't try and read it. It's really small, but these are 8-year misdemeanors, meaning if you've had one of these in the past 8 years, you're not eligible. An example would be drunk driving, and basically any offense involving a firearm disqualifies you. And there's even 3-year misdemeanors, same situation. These would be things such as destruction of property or being disorderly. Another thing about applying, if you apply and you do have one of these on your record, it's actually a felony, so you kind of want to read through all this stuff before you submit an application. Things you'll go through when you get to get a CPL, you'll have to go through 8 hours of training and show proficiency in handling a pistol. You'll complete background checks. I think there's 2 background checks at a state and a federal. And then you'll go through a fingerprinting and palm printing. They even take notes on distinguishing marks and tattoos and all that good stuff. Then your application goes in front of a county gun board, the county you reside in, and they 9 times out of 10, if you live in a shall issue state, they will issue it. They can call you in front of the board to answer any questions they have or whatnot. It's very important to know the laws of carrying a CPL or a concealed pistol. Places you can and cannot carry. For example, here, you cannot carry on a college campus. You can't carry any place that seats more than 2,500 people. And there's a pretty good list of places you can't carry. Things you should do and shouldn't do when you encounter an officer. Obviously, the first words out of your mouth shouldn't be, "I have a gun." You want to kind of keep your hands open and just tell them you have a CPL, and they usually are very receptive to it. You should know when it's appropriate to draw your pistol. Basically, you have to feel that your life is being threatened, or you can get in some pretty good trouble for that. I have a CPL. I got it here in Kalamazoo, and I've had a very good experiences with it as far as police officers. I am a member of the fire department, so I'm around officers often, and they don't seem to mind at all because they know one thing as soon as they know you have a CPL, and that's that you have a clean record. You've never committed a crime, really. I have had to draw one time, and it wasn't on a person. It was on a dog. The dog was trying to eat me, so I didn't have to fire. I just yelled at it and it ran off. So, yeah, so it was a good experience. But on a final note, the things you should do after you have a CPL is make sure you go to the range a lot and be proficient with it, because you don't want to be in that situation where you need to draw your weapon and you don't know how to do it. Kind of. So, and there's sources.